Hi, my name is Michael, and you're watching M-Dash. This is a channel where I react to mainly BTS videos, but music videos, songs, anything like that. I'm a music producer. This was my friend's idea because I'm a music producer, and he wanted to see my reactions to his favorite band. This video we're watching today is BTS Crash Course to a World Sensation 2020. I don't think it's a music video. It's 16 minutes long. I think it's more of an explanation video of where they came from and stuff. From what I've seen, it seems that they kind of just exploded into the music scene, everything that I've read about them and stuff. My sister actually likes them. I just thought of that yesterday after I recorded that first video. Yeah, that's funny. Maybe I'll show her this channel. I'm gonna start the video now. I don't know what to expect, but yeah, explanation video. Let's see. Whoa, look at that stadium. Look at the size of that show. That's insane. Oh, that's cool. He's like riding a thing down to the stage. Okay. I don't want to pause this a lot. I'll pause it to say this, but I don't want to pause this one a lot because it is so long, and I don't want to make this reaction video like an hour or anything. But anyway, yeah. Ellen. The past few years, the unexpected popularity of BTS took the world by storm. Oh, look at that, Jimmy Kimmel.
In line for days because the Korean band BTS
camping out on this stage until BTS gets here.
2 nights at the Rose Bowl, highest grossing engagement in the venue's box score history.
Headlining Wembley Stadium, the first Korean band ever to sell out the landmark venue.
The hottest tickets on earth. Even more remarkable, considering most of their songs are not in English.
BTS also spoke at the UN. They made quite an impression.
Whoa.
Of Time magazine. They've crossed over with the mainstream pop music here in America.
I honestly did not know they were this big in the US, even though I live here. And my sister likes them, and one of my best friends likes them. I didn't know. I had no idea. See, this is how much I know about. Anyway.
The Billboard Top Duo Group and Top Social Artist.
first group since the Beatles to earn 3 #1 albums in less than a year.
First group since the Beatles to earn 3 #1 albums in a year? What? That's insane.
Jesus Christ, you guys are like freaking huge.
Cardi B.
Oh my god. Thank you. People from my parents' country and stuff, it's hard for them to get big here. They barely can speak English, and you guys are like huge.
How did they... How? I think that's my main question.
So my thing with them is I saw them from when they debuted. They were on my shows. I was interviewing them and
From the beginning.
From the beginning. They were these underdogs.
Wow.
In the
Oh,
industry.
wow. That was a crazy move. He like picked them up and he stepped on their backs.
Korea, K-pop is so competitive. You have hundreds of groups debut every year.
Wow.
And it's, you know, maybe 1% is going to stay around for a few years.
When BTS came on, they had maybe a few albums out, and they hadn't really made it in Korea yet, or anywhere.
It's tiny venues and...
Wow, their
they were
old
really...
dorm. Wait, let's go back to that for a second. Their old dorm. And it looks like they're producing their own stuff. Like right there. Do they? I didn't know that. That would be news to me. I thought the big boy bands like this just had people, you know. But if they're producing their own stuff, that's definitely a lot of respect from me.
1% is going to stay around for a few years.
When BTS came on, they had maybe a few albums out, and they hadn't really made it in Korea yet, or anywhere.
It's tiny venues, and they were really just kind of cutting their teeth, I guess, just trying to figure out what their sound and what their image and their look was going to be. But it worked because they're amazing performers. And they stole the show.
Really?
Because their choreography and their charisma and the way they do things, people were like, is that magic? Like, what is going on? And from there, it was like this organic growth of people, like international fans saying like,
it really does seem like a lot of their choreography is like, I mean, I'm a more music centric person. I don't care about choreography usually. Like I said before, it's just not something I pay much attention to. But now that I'm kind of paying attention to this, it's like, yeah, their choreography is crazy, and I can see how that's like a big part of their whole performance. You know, it's not just the music; it's the whole shebang. Like they're everything, and that's really cool.
Kids are so underappreciated.
You know how talented they were, the music that they do, the stories that they tell, and really had people latch on. And once that started to rise internationally, I think in Korea.
Oh, look at that!
Oh, well, who are these guys? Let's pay attention.
Oh, this is neat. Whoa! Whoa! For real?
And then they started taking over the world, and they're massive, as you all know. So.
Drake? What? Oh, Drake is still okay. His face. Aw. Wow.
녹을 생각을 하고 구현을 하잖아요. 그리고 이상의 것을.
What are those things? Those are cool. I like those. All right. Anyway.
잃어버리네. 15층까지만 올라갔으면 좋겠다 하는데 뭐 한 20층까지 올라가는 거.
Those things are like programmed to. Oh, there's Post Malone.
Are you guys ever just come to Toronto? Like Canada? Oh yeah, we did it last year. Oh, yeah, this year. Yeah, okay. Well, when you come back next time, I'll host you. Please, come on. Congrats.
엄청 크네. 드링크. 네.
너무 멋있다. 드링크 너무 멋있네.
Every moment, 모든 기억은 precious memory. 소중한 기억이다. 귀중한 기억이다.
Practicing English to participate in interviews.
We can be a part of this with our friends. Every moment is a precious memory.
너한테 아미는 어떤 의미야?
Every moment is a precious memory. We're so happy that we can be a.
It's a precious memory.
So, shout out to the BTS Army. What do you want them to know? Because they are everywhere.
팬들한테 하고 싶은 말 한 말 있나요? Come on.
He's like, who knows it?
Every moment is a precious memory. We're so happy that we can be a part of this with our fans.
Oh.
Yeah! I heard from a friend of mine that you guys like churros?
No. 야 이거 장난 안 빼고.
Churros.
Number one churros in the world.
I don't know who that is. Like, I don't know. I know who Drake is and Post Malone. I don't know who a lot of these people are. Though I'm not a huge pop culture person, but yeah, that's nuts. They're just like, they came out of nowhere, and they're just chatting with all these big names. Yeah, that's cool. They're hanging out with them. I mean. Oh, Halsey, I've heard that name.
And I felt left out, and they gifted me my own sparkling night.
That's a cool mic.
I mean, I was.
Seeing how they behave, like as a group, they really do kind of remind me of the Beatles. The Stephen Colbert, he was saying, oh, they're the first band since the Beatles to win three, what was it? Win three top albums in a year or something like that. Yeah, comparing them to the Beatles is really actually strangely accurate. The Beatles were pop for their time, even though they were, you know, beyond pop. They were beyond pop. They made their own sound, which is what these guys seem to do. But yeah, I just think that's a really accurate comparison because they're a big group. They're goofballs. They're genuine, you know. So I think that's cool because I freaking love the Beatles.
I know you guys got to walk a little bit around the Grammy Museum. What'd you think about the Grammy Museum?
Awesome. 그냥
Love that.
이 그래미의 역사를 뭔가 한눈에 볼 수 있어서 너무 좋았었던 것 같아요.
Let. What is your favorite English word?
Graduation.
Do you think of K-pop as a genre?
그렇게 생각해요. 장르로서 접근한다기보다는 그냥 하나의 복합적인
integrated content. Ooh, yeah, that's perfect. Perfect. Right there. Integrated content. Whereas it's kind of a genre, but there's so much variation in it that it's different content, but it's all integrated into K-pop. That's a really, really, really good response right there. Really intelligent.
접근을 하는 게 오히려 맞지 않나라는 생각이 들거든요. K-팝이라는 거를 이해하기 위해서는 음악도 음악이고 영상이면 영상, 의상이면 의상,
the music, the clothes, the makeup, the choreography.
모든 것들이
Yeah.
전부 다 이 한데 어울려져서 이게 시각적으로
Visual auditory
청각적으로
package.
들리는
Yeah. And that's what I was saying earlier is it seems like they're more of, you know, a whole performance rather than just musicians.
이 보이는 것들이
In my day, there was a band called The Who, and they created a whole album of songs that told a very specific story, you know, from beginning, middle to end. And it strikes me that you guys are doing exactly the same thing in your own way.
And we talked about schools with 3 albums. And then we talked about youth with 3 albums.
Whoa, his English is really good. Was he the one? I think he was saying how he's been practicing English for interviews. So it's just cool to see him be able to like pull that off really well during an interview.
And then folks grow up, right? Folks grew up. And they're like,
Yeah, I hate to tell you, it happens.
You know, life is supposed to be very ironic and unstable. And in teenage years and in 20s, it's really more and more. Somebody doesn't love themselves, then they could love nobody. It was.
뭐 사실 저희 음악들은 음악마다 이 유기성이 굉장히 있어가지고 한 노래만 듣고서는 어떻게 보면 이 전체 스토리나 전체 주제라든지 앨범을 파악하기는 좀 힘들 수 있다는 생각이 좀 많이 들어요.
Yeah, so the way they're talking about their music makes me think they do write their own lyrics, which I didn't know that. You know, again, big boy band thing. I mean, look at Post Malone, guys. Post Malone writes some of his own lyrics. He doesn't write most of his own lyrics. He's a big star. He doesn't need to, you know? And that's what I kind of thought about them, but now I'm seeing more behind it, and it's like, oh, maybe they do a lot of their own stuff. And even if they don't do 100% of it, you know, whatever, there's always going to be like people behind things going, oh, hey, tweak this, tweak that. But I'm starting to get the idea, like the way they talk, they're very, very articulate and very intelligent, and they are passionate, obviously, about it, they probably do write their own stuff. But maybe they do have help. I don't know. I don't know the direct answer to that, but I just thought that was something to mention. The first BTS album sold 5,000 in its first week. Sold 2.1 million in its first week, the latest album. Oh, they have self-produced work. Yeah, so they do produce their own stuff. They might have, you know, help with, because it's saying their own self-produced stuff are on the BTS SoundCloud, like the rappers' mixtapes, songs, covers from the singers. So that's cool. They do their own production. In some cases, it sounds like. That's neat. That's a cool song, by the way. The earliest BTS albums were about school, in addition to the usual schoolboy crush songs. It was full of critiques about the rigid Korean school system. Okay. I've heard this. My sister. I've heard this song. Dark and Wild was the only album, and it continued the... was the only one album and continued the theme of rebellious adolescence. I've heard this song, though. Definitely heard this. I've heard this too. Okay. So they do like a lot of stuff. They cover a lot of like subgenres, from like dancey stuff to more hip hop, R&B-ish. I don't want to say R&B. That's a weird term, but they cover a lot of subgenres in their overarching kind of atmosphere that they create, and that's really cool. Most of my favorite artists personally are artists that can do that can go and make hard rock, whatever, like, and then dancey, and then like soft pretty thing, and then yeah, that's cool. So I respect that on top of everything else. That's neat. All right. Okay, so after winning a Billboard award, they started promoting more in the West, like in the US, which makes sense, of course. Whoa, whoa, what was that song? I liked that. Hold on a minute. Euphoria? I'm gonna have to do a reaction to that song. I liked what I was hearing, like, on my ears. That was cool. It seems like they're really, really good at tapping into whoa. What I'm saying was, it seems like they're really good at tapping into like whatever's going on in their lives, and, you know, expressing it in a user-friendly way, like through their music. Duh, but that's what good musicians do. Whoa. Okay, so like they discover they should love themselves. This last title song, the last title song, Idol, is a celebration of self-love. BTS embrace all aspects of themselves as Korean artists and pop idols, telling haters to mind their own business. Wait, was that artist that they were, Halsey or whatever? Did they do a song with her? Oh. Our fans speculate that this series is about to take a dark turn based on music videos and concerts. Shadow and Ego will be part of the album that's coming out in like 3 days. The next Map of the Soul album. That's cool. They had the Korean lyrics like translated over to like a English version of like the Korean words. In Japanese that's called romanji, I think. Anyway, that was cool. Okay. Trying to get through this in a timely manner. Wow. They seem just as like starstruck as anyone else that would be there. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, okay. I see what's going on. BTS became emotional as 60,000 European fans sang their Korean lyrics to them at the landmark stadium. Wow. He's crying. Wow. Wow. That's nuts. Oh, is that the end? Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah, that it was BTS. Oh. J-Hope. Jimin. My friend was saying he's the one that I thought was cute. I'm glad I watched this. These guys actually do seem, you know, really... Gotta turn it down a little bit. These guys do seem really genuine about, like, loving their fans and what they make their music about, and that's really respectable for sure. And I think after seeing, like, where the music is coming from, I can definitely see myself understanding it a bit more and, you know, hopefully maybe coming to even be a fan myself. I know I said that in the last video, but maybe that's the whole goal of this channel, is to just understand it more, because this is something that I'm so unfamiliar with, to the point where I didn't even know that they were that famous in the US. I had no idea. That's just me being like not super familiar with pop culture in general, I think. I think these guys are great. They obviously work their butts off doing what they do. And if they do write their own lyrics and produce some of their own stuff, like, that's definitely a lot of respect in that area from me. That's cool. That was fun to watch, and I'm glad I watched it. All right, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you want to. Don't if you don't want to. Yeah, have a good one.